Hey guys, it's me Changli, and so today's video will be my Changli impression and discussion. Originally supposed to be only first impression, but yesterday YouTube is down. For some weird reason, all my video that I upload didn't go through, so the hologram I just reposted again, and first impression I feel it's already too late. So I just scrub and just make an impression and add discussion. And the discussion here that I want to talk is just, I feel like Changli in terms of gameplay in what feels very big, because it just feels very action-based type character. However, I pay attention to, like, when I scroll, not all actually like Changli. They say like she is mid, she is bad, something like blah blah blah. So this is why I want to talk, like, I think she has a very good gameplay, but this is just not for everyone that I will try to discuss in terms of my point of view. So let's get started. So let's start first with my impression, which is I will state like positive and negative, what I like or don't like about Changli. And let's start first with the positive, which is first that Changli has wide freedom for combo, and we know like even her skill, she has two different variation, the one that can go air, the one that's still in the ground. So because of that, you can kind of mix and match and different stuff. So it opened a lot of for your creativity that you can do here and there. Of course, if you talk about meta, it's always locked with the one single combo. And second, this is still continuation because she has wide freedom of comboing. You can basically just choose different like playstyle that you want to play. Even you can go like aerial only, ground only, mix and match. Because of that, it feels like she's kind of like a type character that's very action based and quite like hex and slash type character where you can have different like base playstyle that you can choose. And I think this is a good stuff. And next, she's relatively easy to parry just because also she is sword user. Relatively sword user easier to parry. So if you compare like Jinxie, of course, is kind of harder, but yeah, she is the one type character that's relatively easy to parry. Lastly, Changli is fast-paced, so if you really enjoy character that are fast-paced, like hit a lot and like go here and there, agile, then probably she's into your liking. And this is a good stuff for me just because I really enjoy character that fast-paced. It just looks a lot more stylish in general, especially for action game. And I want to talk about negative experience about Changli. First is that to getting stacked can be annoying, because I just realized her skill, you need to hit enemies. So if you don't hit the enemy, then you will not get the stack, and somehow feels your skill can be wasted and annoying, or even like you already lose your normal attack and get the inside, and after that it's just sometimes feel annoying. And second, the things negative about Changli is that in hard content, like let's say hologram or tower adversity, she is relatively technical or kind of in the harder side for you to play if you want to, we can say like min-maxing her, because she is very combo based, very fast paced. So the player itself need to be a little bit smart to know like how to sneak in damage, how to put the damage more optimally, because if you don't do that, then of course you will lose DPS, right? So playing fast paced sometimes a little bit too intense in hard content, you may end up like getting hit or die. So she is not relatively like in the easier side. She kind of like that character you need to learning curve, getting used to it with the fast pace. And let's move into our discussion, which is why I feel Changli gameplay is actually very good. Like I can say quite big for an action game, but I think it's not for everyone. But again, in the end, this is my opinion because it is already involved bias and my preferences, so take notes in that. So why I feel like Changli is actually in terms of gameplay actually very fun and very enjoyable, because for me, Changli is one of the characters in WoW that I enjoy the most, because Changli compared to all characters, she is a lot more agile and more fluid. Like in terms of gameplay itself, like she has relatively wide moveset. Like I already said before, you can do like both aerial and ground combo. You have a lot of freedom in terms of expression in different type of combo, and I like it because if you play like game, like say like DMC or like Bayonetta X or another hack and slash, that's the most common or mainstream, or even PGR, like you know kind of like freestyling, right? Freestyling means you just do combo whatever that you feel very very stylish, and you just do a fun run, something like that. And Changli is typical one of the character like that, and I usually like this typical character. I'm not really care much about meta, but I really enjoy character that have a lot of different freedom of expression, because you can do like freestyling, and I enjoy this, which make Changli doesn't feel monotone to play. Even I don't use even a meta like rotation, whatever, stay like swap cancel, I can still even clear like hologram 6 without any problem, and I just do with my own combo and stuff, and it's still very fun. And you can just basically express yourself in here, like your combo, your playstyle. You can post very stylish playstyle, and it's very good. Like I can express like my Changli combo in different way, other people different way, and yeah, she opened a lot of different stuff you can do, and I like this type of character. So compared to other character like in WoA, let's say like Jian. Jian is fun to play, but it's just very straightforward. The ultimate click, click, click. So they're still fun, but there's no much stuff that you can do with them. But Changli, you can do a lot of different stuff, and I find like this is actually fun. She feels kind of very action, hack and slice type of character. However, I can understand if Changli playstyle is not really for everyone, because in the end, this type of character pretty technical for you to play, because you need to know like how to combo, and also like especially in the hard content itself, this type of character is very fast paced, and you really need to rely on her multiple hits, building stack, and from combo and stuff. And fast paced, usually it's not typical damage that okay, rely on single big hit and that's it, like Jinxie. Their damage is pretty much scattered around, like spread quite evenly, and then you really have to know like how to steal some damage, because they pretty much similar like Poison or even like Ant. Ant, if it's only alone, it does feel nothing, but however, if it's 1 million of them, then yes, suddenly they just become a big threat. So yeah, something like that. Changli, you need to deal a lot of multiple hits, you need to do a lot of different combo, and you really need how to steal some damage. So basically kind of put you in the danger. So kind of like force field attack, like whatever chance that you can. So because of that, this type of character need kind of practice and learning curve. It's not really straightforward. You cannot just like wait a big momentum that the enemy just basically stall and just hit picks like nuke damage. No, you cannot. Even enemy only just silence a little bit, you would need to push you with a lot of attack, because if not, you will lose of your DPSs in here. And because of that, this type of character is not really easy to play. It's literally not for everyone. Like if I can say like compared to Jinxie and Jian, I really understand why people more favor with them, because it's just so easy. So because of that, yeah, I don't think this is for everyone, especially people that still actually want to try hard, but they don't really kind of want to learn, or they don't want to kind of practice more about this type of character, like utilize the situation, something like that. This character will feel underwhelmed. You cannot just unga bunga with this character. This is character that you cannot unga bunga for sure. So in the end, because of this mixed reaction, some people say like Changli is actually mid. And in here, for my answer, at least in my observation, testing her and how I feel her performance. So over in my testing for past 2 days, I use her a lot, and in very short answer, there's no way she is mid. I know some people even say like, or even the websites say like Kalkaru is better than Changli. There's no way Kalkaru is better than Changli. In my experience, Changli is still better than Kalkaru. And in my opinion is that her level is around Jian, except like she doesn't have any feature of crowd controlling. So yeah, you can say like on some cases probably like, she can be a little bit worse than Jian. But in the end, I can say like in general stuff, she's just around like Jian. And I can say Jian is no mid character. I don't know why some people assume like if it's not Jinxie level, then yes, that character is mid. And for me, that's so funny. So because of that, at least in my standard, Jian and Changli is not mid character. They're relatively already in a stronger side. So I can say she is not mid at all. However, there's couple stuff that I think probably find why she is relatively mid with couple of reasons. First, I already discussed actually before, which is she is relatively technical to play and actually require more hustle, right? Because her damage is not like nuke. You need to deal multiple hits. Like basically like you need to get a lot of different hits. You know how to sneak in damage as much as you can. So because of that, especially if you play this in the hard content, if you're not really into Changli, don't want to learn or don't want to practice on her how to maximize her damage, then yeah, probably you will find she's not really that strong. Compared to like character again like Jinxie that always people compare, like you basically can ignore all other combo as long you didn't miss the nuke, then yeah, you already pretty much get like 80% of your damage. So in very rude way, and I'm so sorry, if you have skill issue, then probably this character will not feel that great in the hard content, especially if you want to main max. Second, I think this is also another big contribution that people way overlook to compare with Jinxie. Like every single time we compare with Jinxie, which I find like they don't realize that Jinxie is basically a character that purely dedicated like main DPS, there's no other. But Changli is hybrid. So with the character that have hybrid feature where she can buff and can be deal damage also in the same time, this is already good. Like if you expect like she do buff and also deal some damage like Jinxie, man, let's come to the point, she's already broken OP. And not even a half patch is already power creep, and that's actually pretty bad. Like Jinxie getting replaced half patch already just because Changli can broken OP like buffing and the same damage like her. So of course Kuro doesn't want to do that, and I feel that makes sense. So yeah, that's point of view in term of mine. But yeah, for me there is no way she is mid. Has a good damage, and also she can buff, which is she can also work as a good second slot character where you want to put many DPS and Changli just become like the second slot, deserve like sub DPS. And lastly, in usual, if you still a dilemma, should you pull for Changli? And this is my recommendation. First, if you still need fusion DPS, then yes, pull for her. Because not everyone have anchor, I don't have anchor, and actually good if you still need it. Let's say like for tower adversity, I believe this gimmick will have fusion, right? Yeah, then Changli will be handy. And second, if you need a versatile character that quite similar like Yinlin somehow where it can do both damage and also give buff, then yeah, pull for Changli. And third, if you're fusion main, let's say you really like fusion element, let's say like you main anchor Chersia, then Changli can become another good addition because her buff still pretty much handy for both of them, or even in the future or even the character for the future that maybe you're looking for fusion, I don't know who, of course. And lastly, if you really enjoy the typical playstyle or gameplay that very action RPG hack and slash based, that fast pace, then you probably will like Changli too. So yeah, that's pretty much it I want to talk. Overall, I found like Changli's gameplay is very fun, very fast paced. I really like this type of character, feel very intense, like you play like literally action RPG or hack and slash, very like stylish type. And I really do enjoy, and I don't think she is bad at all. But yeah, I can understand why this is not for everyone, because probably some people find this is too intense, need too much learning curve, and yeah, too much hustle, and I quite understand in the end. So yeah, pretty much that's it I want to talk. If you like this video, feel free to hit the button and like, and I'll next time. Bye bye.